Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all are having a blessed and wonderful day. Hope you had a blessed and wonderful week. The week is almost over tomorrow. I know a lot of people are on vacation for the holidays. Kids are out of school, so I hope you're having a good week. Whether you're out of town or traveling, please be safe. Children out of school. Hope they're safe as well. Hope they're doing good. Your families, not just for this season, but year round. And I touched on that in my last video, but hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe. So as we saw last week, actor Terrence Howard is hanging it up. He's giving Holly Weird the middle finger. More power to you, good brother. More power to you. We know Terrence Howard from the movie Hustle and Flow, the TV series Empire, where he played, I think, Lucius. Is that his name? I didn't watch that show. We know him from the movie Four Brothers, Dead Presidents. That was earlier in his career. Um, The Best Man, and now they have a series called The Best Man series, which premieres today. It premieres today, the Best Man series, and he's actually in it. But I think this is his last project before he gave Hollywood the middle finger. And he mentioned that his reason for leaving acting was because Hollywood wants to effeminize the black male. And I've been saying this for years, and many of us have been saying this for years. And right on, Terrence Howard. More power to you, brother. More power to you, black man. Telling the truth and shaming the devil. Hollywood wants to feminize the black male. Um, that whole industry is just wicked. It's satanic. It's demonic. It's just wicked. The stuff that goes on out there, stories I've heard. My brother knows. My brother lives in L.A. He knows some people in Hollywood, and the stuff that he's heard. Tupac even said how evil Hollywood was. People sleeping with children. Look at this thing with Harvey Weinstein. And it's not just Harvey Weinstein. It's not just him. Go back to Hugh Hefner sleeping with teenage girls. Hugh Hefner, going back to the 60s. The drug culture. Unfortunately, Bill Cosby was part of that. It's still going in Hollywood. That whole industry, that life is just wicked, and I don't want any parts of it. And I would advise people, if your children are going to want to become actors or actresses, or going to the entertainment industry, I would say move them to New York. Yeah, I know New York isn't the most perfect place on the planet. I'm not saying that it is, but I think New York is a lot more on the up and up than Hollywood. A lot of stuff goes on in New York, yes, I know. But Hollywood is on a whole nother level than New York. Because I believe in New York, it's more you could broaden your horizons. You could do things on Broadway, you could do plays, you could go into comedy. Um, you have all the comedy theaters out in New York, Carolines. Um, it's another one a couple of more that I used to know of. But there are a lot of comedies, workshops in New York. You have Broadway there. You could act in New York. Yeah, Hollywood, you get into movies, but it's just you gotta compromise your morals, your beliefs more so in Hollywood than in New York. I actually told a lady that was at my childhood friend's funeral. She found out, she had heard that I live in California because I spoke at my friend's at his funeral service. And she said she thought I lived in LA. I said, no, I live far from that place. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. But she was asking me this, and she was spoke to me for a few moments, and she was telling me about how her daughter is very talented. Her daughter wants to go into acting. That she want to go into the entertainment industry, and they were thinking about moving to LA. And she thought about Atlanta, but she said Atlanta wasn't it. Atlanta, that's another place that's becoming cutthroat and wicked. It's Atlanta. Atlanta is a Hollywood of the South. Hate to say it, a lot of black people doing things in Atlanta, and shout out to them. But Atlanta has become the Hollywood of the South. A lot of wicked things go on in Atlanta, the heart of the South. But she was thinking about moving there, but the reason why she didn't want to choose Atlanta was because of what I just said. But I told her that Hollywood is a lot worse. That people are cutthroat in LA. They sell you a bill of goods. Everyone's trying to make it in the entertainment industry. You like a fish in the ocean because everyone's competing. It's a dog eat dog world or a fish eat fish world. Whatever you want to, however you want to spin it. It's just so wicked down there and out there. And I told her, I said, I would move to New York. I would go to New York in a heartbeat. Yeah, the weather's not as desirable as LA. I get it. But Hollywood is just that whole city, the whole LA, that whole vibe is just wicked. It's just wicked. I hate LA. And I use that word strongly, and that's probably not the right word to use, but I detest LA. I really detest Southern California. It's so, especially the LA area, Hollywood. It's so wicked and just disgusting. Every time I go there, I just get an uneasy feeling in my stomach. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash it down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. But it's just so wicked down there. And shout out to Terrence Howard for doing the right thing and just saying, you know what? Give him the middle finger. Say, you know what? Screw y'all. Screw y'all. I don't blame him because he's absolutely right. Hollywood, their whole goal is to feminize the black male. Look at Lee Daniels. Look at these Tyler Perry movies, the Medea character. And have y'all noticed that Tyler Perry has transitioned from Atlanta into Hollywood now? Have y'all noticed that? He still has a studio in Atlanta, but now he's bigger than Atlanta now. He's transitioned to LA, to Hollywood. He's into that life now. He's out there with the Lee Daniels, with the Oprahs. More power to him. But he's transitioned. If y'all notice that, he's now more in Hollywood in the LA scene now. But that's what they're going for. They want to feminize the black male because they don't want to show a strong male figure. They don't want to show that. Me and my cousin was discussing this. There are not too many black males, masculine black males in Hollywood. You have your Denzels, your Samuel Jacksons, um, Michael B. Jordan. What's this? Jonathan Majors, maybe Morgan Freeman. But for the most part, a lot of them have sold their soul to the devil. Literally, they have sold their soul to the devil. They have compromised whatever beliefs and morals they had, if they had any to begin with. They went out the window as soon as they entered Hollywood. So shout out to Terrence Howard. Much respect to that brother. I don't blame you. And he worked with Juicy Smollett. That's who Dave Chappelle called him, Juicy. Jussie Smollett played his son on the show Empire. Need I say more? What happened to Cuba Gooding Jr.? Masculine black male. He's been blackballed from Hollywood. We know Juicy has, but he brought that on himself. What happened to the brother that did Birth of a Nation? What's his name? Nate Parker. What happened to him? Isaiah Washington is doing his own thing. Another masculine black male, but see, he's a conservative. They don't like that. That's another thing. If you're a black male who isn't on the democratic white liberal whole train, then there's no place for you in Hollywood. Case in point, Isaiah Washington. I may not agree with his political beliefs, but I respect that man for being a proud black man and for standing 10 toes down. Much respect to you, brother Isaiah Washington. I guess you have Lorenz Tate, but he's not really a big name in Hollywood. He has some great projects. Menace to Society, Dead Presidents, Love Jones, Why Do Fools Fall in Love. He's in the show Power Book Two. So he's had some projects, but he's not a huge name. But like I said, shout out to Terrence Howard because he's right. They're trying to effeminize the black male in Hollywood. They've been doing it for years, and now it's just gone awry. It's just gone awry. So I respect that black man for doing the right thing and for walking away. Much respect to him. I could not be in that life. I've said it again and again. They want to effeminize the black male. They want to portray the black male as being weak. The black woman is being masculine. The black man is being effeminate, emasculated. It harkens back to the days of slavery. So it's just history repeating itself. Moving along. So there's beef between Master P and his son Romeo. Used to be known as Little Romeo, now Romeo Miller. There's beef that Master P, Romeo's claiming that Master P withheld money from Rap Snacks, the company that they started, that he helped create it, and he um that he withheld money from their project, from their business. Also, even before that, Romeo called out Master P on Twitter for showing support to DJ Twitch's family in regards to his suicide and not speaking about his own sister's, Master P's daughter's suicide. This is silly to me because black people, why are we infamous? This is why people who are into worshiping these celebrities, I pray for y'all. God help y'all. These celebrities are flawed. Why are you handling family business on social media? Why are you handling it in the media? Social media. Why? This should be discussed behind closed doors, not for the public to know about, not over social media, not through the media, not for TMZ to talk about, not for the gossip columns. Why are you handling family disputes on social media, in the media, on TMZ, through tabloids? It's silly. Why? It makes it look foolish. A house divided will fall. Yes, family have disputes, but you handle them behind closed doors. You don't do it in the media. You don't do it over social, especially over social media. You don't do it over that. Is Romeo wrong for disrespecting? Of course, 10 times, 20 times. Yes. Is Master P wrong? Yes. Yes, Master P plays a part in this too. It's not just all on Romeo. It's on P as well. But the like a good buddy of mine, a brother of mine said, A good brother of mine in Atlanta, Aaron Assad. Shout out to you, brother. He said these kids are spoiled. A lot of them are. They are spoiled. They're brats. 50 Cent's son comes to mind. Now Romeo. But a lot of these celebrities play a part in their kids being spoiled. They play a part in what their kids are doing. It's not just the kids. You have to look at the parents too. Because it's like I said, yes, it's the kids' fault, it's the children's fault. Yes, but it's also the parents as well. They play a part in it too. So both are wrong. It's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street. They both are wrong. Why are you handling these disputes over social media and the top and on the media, giving something TMZ and people on social media to talk about? Keep your business private. Keep family matters private. Keep the devil out. Do not invite the devil in. This is how wealth is destroyed in families. These public disputes. Yes, you have disputes, but you have to agree to disagree and do it behind closed doors. Do not do it through the public. That's the last thing you need to do because it's embarrassing, it's silly, it's pathetic. Yes, social media is already the downfall of humanity. It's already this young generation, yeah. They put your problems on social media. Instead of talking to each other, picking up the damn phone, or even texting, you put it on social media. It's it's insane. It's insane. I will not put a dispute with my mother, my father, God rest his soul. Or my dad, God rest his soul as well. I will not put my disputes with them on social media. I've learned my lesson the hard way. Me and my brother had a huge beef, my oldest brother. We had a huge falling out with my cousin as well. I put it on Facebook. I end up looking like a big fool. I look like the world's biggest fool because when I came to work the next morning, people, Ryan, what's going on? It was, I regret doing that. I regret putting that on social media. I regret putting my beef with my brother and my cousin on social media. I regret it to this day. And that was 8 years ago. I was 38 years old. I'm about to be 47 in February. I should have known better. My brother should have known better. He was 45. I was 38. My cousin was 40, 40 or 41. We were old enough to know better. Old enough to know better. But we put it on social media. And I regret it to this day. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying now. Because it does no one any good. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications of our new videos on here. It's getting a little dark in here, so give me a couple of seconds while I turn on another light. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna plug up my device too while I'm at it. Still won't die on me. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications I want to do videos on here. Mm. But yeah, that was very embarrassing with my oldest brother and my cousin. I regret I did that. That was 8 years ago. And yeah, you're right, Steph. These young kids be killing themselves over BS. You know, these social media beefs. Cyberbullying is worse than just regular bullying. I feel bad for these kids now. I wouldn't. I'm so glad I grew up in the 1980s into the early 90s. I would not want to be a child now because, especially social media, it's like you live your life on likes and loves from people you don't know, from strangers behind a damn keyboard. How silly is that? Yeah, people putting the ball, doing number two. I just, it's going to ride. It's out of hand. It's out of hand. It's just gone. It's just gone completely out of hand. It's like just when I think couldn't get any worse, I'm proven wrong. You was born 84. Oh yeah, you're young. And I was 84. I was already in school. I was in third grade in 1984. I was playing baseball and playing football, learning how to play basketball, learning how to dribble. 1984 was a good year. That's when my Detroit Tigers won. Like I said, I was born 76. I'm dating myself here. Got a few grays, but yeah, I was born 76. But in any event, I'm so glad that I grew up in an era where kids went outside and played. Their disputes were with these. And then after that, we became friends and we played again. The only video or social media we had were video games. Mario Brothers, Cubert, Donkey Kong, our Nintendo, Tecmo Bowl, Atari 2800. I'm sorry, Atari 2600. I'm dating myself. The arcade. That was our social media gathering was the arcade. Playing the pinball machines, playing Space Invaders, or going to someone's house to play video games, or knocking on someone's door. Hey man, can such and such come outside? Going outside and playing in the street, playing at the playground. That was our social media gathering. But like I said, I'm dating myself. I feel like I grew up on another planet. I was having this conversation with my cousin 3 days ago. I feel like I grew up on another planet in a distant world because this social media, it's going too far. Yes, social media, you could connect with people that friends, loved ones, and I've done that through social media. It does help you connect with friends and loved ones. So that is good for that. But everything else, oh, if you want to share information, that is the truth, like articles and stuff like that, or educate people. So in that instance, it's good. But everything else, it's just gonna ride. It's bad. People put too much of their business on there. These beefs, cyberbullying. It's just it's insane. It's nuts. A shame on both Master P and Romeo. Shame on them both. Yes, Romeo is to blame, but P is to blame as well. Shame on y'all both. Y'all should know better. Master P, you're in your mid 50s, man. Come on. Romeo, you're in your early 30s. Bruh, grow up. Grow the hell up. Grow up. Both of y'all need to grow up. Be men. Be strong black men. Talk it out. Don't put it through media and especially not social media. Why are you giving TMZ something to talk about? Should be personal. If it's business, it should be handled behind closed doors. Yeah, he was the man back in 96 to 2000, but he's a clown. I mean, the way this is being handled is buffoonish, it's clownish, it's embarrassing. We need to do better. This is how family wealth gets destroyed. This is how family breaks up. This is how generational wealth comes to a halt, is destroyed because you're beefing with each other. You're beefing with each other. You can't look at the big picture. You can't say, hey, you know what? We may have come to a disagreement, but let's still do it for our generation. Let's still do something for our family, for our future. Let's still build together. We're family, damn it. Let's do it for our family. Do Asians have disputes with each other? All the time. Middle Eastern people. But one thing they don't do, they don't make it public. They don't go public with their problems. They keep it in house because they look at the bigger picture. And we must do that too. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button so you get notifications on new videos on here. Yeah, 2020 election, yeah, that revealed a lot of people's true colors. That's another thing. With these political elections, a lot of people's true colors are being shown. Thank you for bringing that to light, brother Steph. A lot of people's you find out who your friends are during elections. You find out who your friends are during the presidential election. You find out people's true colors. This is true. I've said this before. And yes, right. Asians will never, they will never put their business out in mixed company. Black people, sadly, I hate to say it, but we do it. We do it because we feel like we want to one up each other. We want to one up one another. One up, one up, one up. I fell into that fold 8 years ago with my oldest brother and my cousin, and I hate that I do it. I regret it to this day. I really do because the bottom line is, at the end of the day, I ended up being the biggest fool. And it was something that my cousin and my brother started with me. And I was defending myself. But when it was all said and done, I ended up looking like the village idiot, like the dunce, like the big fool. Because people didn't see that. All they saw was Ryan going at his oldest brother, Ryan going at his cousin. And it made me look bad and it made the family look bad. But yeah, Asians would never do it in front of mixed company. That is so true. But our people do it. Like I said, I was guilty of it, so I could speak to it. And like I said, I regret it to this day. I can't stress that enough. I regret it. So I apologize and I moved on. But I wish it never had went down. Bottom line. But in any event, I'm gonna hop off of here. Give me some grub, brother. Hungry. Thank you for your love and support. I love y'all. Please continue to support the channel. I need the love and support. Make this video go viral. Put it on your social media accounts. Like I always say, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Brothers and sisters, like I always say on each video, be careful, be safe out there. Christmas shopping, running errands, picking the children up from school, whatever you may be doing, please be safe. Be cognizant of your surroundings, of your environment. Beware and be aware. The devil is busy in the season that's supposed to be of Jesus. Hmm. The irony, right? But in any event, just please be safe. Be safe. Be careful. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves and one another. Love y'all. Thank you for the love and support. And God bless. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.